Hello everyone and welcome back to the now functional Rising Superstream. How you guys doing this evening? We just wrapped up Skyrim very special edition and we're moving on now to Octopath Traveler, which just came out today. So to preface Octopath Traveler, I haven't started playing the game proper yet, but I've played the demo already, the recent demo, not the one that we streamed a while ago. And it allows you to transfer your save data from the demo into the full game. This, of course, means I'm not starting from the very beginning of the game, which is odd. Usually, in my streams, I always want to start a game from the beginning and not start from halfway or anything like that. And normally I wouldn't do that, but I got a couple messages from people asking if I was playing Octopath Traveler, and I kind of wanted to stream it anyway, just as a one-off. So I said, you know, what the heck? Let's play Octopath Traveler. Fortunately, Octopath Traveler has a very unique progression system in which we can basically start a little fresh at the beginning. So even though I've played a little bit, we're going to be starting nonetheless from a beginning point. And it might sound a little weird, but you'll see what I mean in a minute or two. Rabura asks, not to linger, did you play much more of Skyrim PSVR? I played 4 or 5 more hours of it. It's good. It was all right, yeah. I think I'm going to go back to it, actually, because there was a big patch that came out just 2 weeks ago or something like that. So I'd like to do that. Edward says, did you know you can't switch out your starting character? I actually didn't know that. I've only got 2 characters, so hey. So we're starting here with these 2 characters already acquired. So what this basically means is for these 2 characters, I've already finished the prologue and chapter 1. How Octopath Traveler kind of works, as far as I know, is there are 8 individual stories, and each one has a prologue and a certain amount of chapters. Probably 8 chapters, I don't actually know. And there's no, like, beginning prologue or anything. So you didn't miss out on anything there, you just missed out on 2 of the characters. But we're going to do the prologue and chapter 1 for, like, a different character now. So while I have played the game before, this is still going to be relatively fresh. I walked us over to this town just so we were ready to go on another character, and we can start. For anyone wondering, I started with Therion the Thief, and I did his stuff, which was really neat. I actually really dug his story. That was why I started with him, actually. And I did Alphen as well, who was relatively nearby to Therion on the map. So yeah. And for anyone wondering kind of how the structure works a little, let me just show you the map. So you walk around from like area to area, annotated by these little diamonds on the map, and you explore and shit. And as you can see, all the areas have different, like, chapter 1s for this character. Chapter 1 for this character. This is chapter 2 for Therion up here. I think chapter 2 for Alphen was over here. So you kind of just walk from point to point, doing each character's story one at a time. So I don't think you'll be missing out on too much, even though I've already played a little bit. So, yeah. Did you see those alternate printable covers with the character art? Yeah, I did. For anyone who hasn't seen those, on My Nintendo, you can spend some silver coins or whatever to get, like, printable box art for this game. And there's one for each of the characters using, like, this key art up here. They're fucking gorgeous. They look great. Unfortunately, you gotta print them, and I don't have a printer, so hey. What do you think of the map traversal and navigation so far? It seems fine. Usually there's little signboards everywhere, not like this one, but kind of like this one, that give you a pretty good idea of where exactly you're going. So anyway, so let's start Hannet's story. I have no idea what it is, but we will begin. I think she's like a hunter or something. She's got a bow. Her name is Hannet, and she is a hunter. Well, you know, there we go. One of the last descendants of her proud and ancient clan, she makes her home here in Swarkey, deep in the dark wood. This seasoned huntress roams the forest with Lind, her fast friend, though her mind often turns to her master, who left the village 1 year ago, on a dangerous hunt from which he has yet to return. So, at the beginning of the game, I picked Therion, And this was what I saw from the title screen, and then it just segued right into Therion. So the only difference we're really getting here is I've played some, but otherwise this is pretty much raw. At the beginning, you get to pick any of the 8 characters, so I could have picked her, for example, and done this without having any other characters. So, when a local noble came seeking aid, she answered the call and was tasked with hunting a vicious beast that plagues the nearby forests. And so she makes for the Whisperwood, with her loyal companion Lind at her side. She will need fierce allies on the path she has chosen. So, yes, we want to take Hannet along. And we want to hear the beginning of the tale, so we can start right at the beginning. I think you can skip their prologue if you say no there. But of course, we don't want to skip the prologues, because that's like story and shit. 1 year ago.
Good. Thou hast yet to depart.
Yeah, let me know if the audio's a little too quiet. I think it is a little on the low side. Oh, everyone has an animal friend.
Waylaid by sentiment, my girl. It had ill behooved me to leave without bidding my favorite prentice fare thee well.
A joke, as always. Will thy journey be long, master?
If you're wondering, by the way, most characters in this game don't speak in this Old English. I think that's just a thing for this town or something. Or the cast that goes with her story.
A good question, that. The request cometh from none other than the Knights Ardent. The hunt will taken us to distant lands, and the beast we pursuin is a fearsome one.
I see.
Sorry, I turned the volume up a little high, didn't I?
Lookin' not so glum, girl. I'm no tyro with green arrows.
Yeah, the music's awesome in
his
this game.
arm. I'll do the deed and be back before 2 moons have passed. Still no smile? What is it, my girl?
'Tis not the hunt that concerneth me. Thou intendest to stop and off somewhere along the way.
Oh, here and there, mayhap. Why dost thou ask?
Thou forgettest or feignst ignorance.
Oh, is my mic gain low for you guys? Oh yeah, it does seem a little low. It's true. I can adjust that. That was a lot. Okay, that should be good. If not a little loud. Thank you for that.
On the last hunt, thou gambledest away thy purse, and came back a poorer man than thou left.
Poor in coin, mayhap. Yes, I did make a few wagers at the arena in Victor's Hollow. And learned that while I have a keen eye for assessing the strength of beasts, I am quite at a loss with men. A valuable lesson that was cheaply bought.
Not so cheap in the end. Eliza had to pay on thy debts, and thou only finished its paying her back this last moon. Promise me, master, no more foolish gambling.
But what of the old hunter's saying? If the first arrow faileth, knock a second and try again.
Thou just madest that one up.
Come now, girl. Thou art too young by half for such world-weary sighs. Must thou makest our parting so gloomy?
I turn to thee, Hagen. Looking after master, for he can rarely be bothered to looking after himself.
Even thou takest her side against me, old friend?
He knoweth good sense when he heareth it.
Yeah, get wrecked. I trust your dog more than
Growlest
you,
thou
old
not at
man.
me, thou faithless turncoat.
Hey, Shout. How you doing?
Hail, Hanit. Have you come to see us off?
I have come in to warn Master about straying from the path.
And I thank you for it. I do not
Am I
have
the
the
dog?
leaves to pay another
Yeah,
debt like
if
that.
only. No, I'm the cute hunter girl, which is also
Have I
good.
not a single ally in this infernal village?
I am your friend, but I am also a knight ardent, and your client. You would do well not to forget this.
Not for a moment, most honorable Lady Eliza of the illustrious Knights Ardent.
That's more like it. Fear not. I'll keep him out of trouble. I'll have him fill his evenings penning a detailed account of our adventures on the hunt.
Taken care, and may thine arrows strike true. I shall look after the forest till the day of thy return.
Thank thee, my girl, and farewell.
Thankany, Jesus. That's a word.
A year hath passed since that day. In all that time, Master could only be bothered to send in a single letter.
Harnet, 'tis me, thou revered master. Missest me? I won't bore thee with any blather about the weather or the season. Who knoweth when this will even arrive, after all? For 3 months now, I have pursued the trail of the beast sought by the Knights Ardent. A beast by the name of Redeye. That's their name for it, leastwise. As for its true name, if it even hath one, none can say. But on my father's bow, I swear 'tis the most vexing quarry I've ever had the misfortune to hunt him. It eludeth mine every trap, and though thou thinketh me mad for saying this, I swear it can even senseth every move I make. I know not if it is human intelligence or pure animal instinct, but either way, it refuseth to be caught. Still, we appear to have annoyed it sufficiently that it is moving on to new pastures. Judging from its behavior, I believe it meaneth to make for the lands around Stoneguard.
Hello, Meg, in the chat. We're 2 characters in right now.
I will be frank with thee, my girl, for thou'st always been able to see through my pretenses. The chase will be hard, and the hunt will not endeth soon. But fear not, for endeth it shall. Hast thou ever knowest your master to fail in a hunt? And so I ask thee, my dear apprentice, pray look after the village until I return. Oh, and be not a worrywart. Always thy friend and teacher, Xanta.
Never heard Master admitteth that any hunt would be difficult. Either this Redeye is truly the most formidable of beasts, or he stoppeth in every gambler's den from here to Stoneguard. But no, Master liketh to act in the fool, but when it cometh to hunting, if he saith he will catcheth his quarry, then catcheth it he will. Yes, Lynn, I know. Master entrusted the safety of the village to me. My duty now is to the villagers. Come in. Let us visit in the headman, and see if anyone hath need of my bow.
It's interesting that, like, I mean, I haven't played all the characters yet, but as far as I've seen, only this town and only this character have this, like, Old English stuff going on.
Good day.
Everyone else, like, speaks normal, I guess, or as normal as you would speak in a fantasy land. Yeah, I don't need the rest. I like how, so for some shops like that, you just talk to the door and it turns into this, right? Some buildings, like possibly this one, I love how like the door just cracks open and you walk in and it zooms the camera and shit. It's so nice. And just darken the rest of the world outside. It's slick, I love it. Do I carry over my gear from the other characters right now? No, okay. So yeah, until my parties merge, right now I only have, like, it's like I started a new game, basically.
Hello.
I haven't taken a day off from my training in 10 moons. One day, I'll be Master Xanta's #1 apprentice. Just thou waitin'. I have to speak like this forever now.
Boy.
I am Haunted.
Hello.
Every day thou comest here seeking work. Sometimes I wonder if thou art truly thy master's prentice. But jesting aside, no, there is no hunt today.
I see.
Is there aught else I might do? Well, the youngsters are always in need of lessons. Thou couldst give them a lesson or two in bowmanship. The clan of the Darkwood inherited the lore of the beasts in the trees. Yet today only thou and Xanta can truly useth that lore. Why, when I was a mere stripling... Yes, I've heard your stories before, and I know how long they are. Long-winded tales are the vice of many an old man. My apologies, child. But if thou couldst show the youngsters the way of the hunt, I would be grateful. I saw 2 of them waiting eagerly in the square. Perhaps thou couldst start in with them.
Yes.
We'll be done. Okay, so now, yeah, we've unlocked her path actions. So she gets to provoke people into battle. Okay, that's neat. What path actions are basically actions you can perform on very large amounts of NPCs. As you can see, there's this little beast head over these characters when I walk up to them with Y. So for Therion the Thief, it's to steal from them. And for her, it's to provoke them. I know for Ulmerich, you get to challenge them to a duel, and for, I forget her name, the dancer, you can seduce characters, which is really neat. Yeah, they're like HMs in Pokemon, I suppose, yeah. So let's try provoking this dude. So his strength is extremely low.
Now, let us hunt.
And the more characters you get, the more like options you have when you use those commands. So my party of 2 before, I indeed had 2 little options there. I could pick between steal or whatever the apothecary does. Oh, okay. So her options are a little different. We have Lind, Forest Fox, and Mossy Meat. So let's go with Lind.
What next?
Oh wow, her stuff's like really different. Another thing, in the top corner you have the character's name, the current active character, way up there, HP, SP, and you have 2 little dots. That's your BP. It's very similar to Bravely Default, where you hit the shoulder button to consume BP and get multiple swings with that technique. Like you get to stalk them. Oh, he wasn't very strong. We turned the village man into dust. I'm sure no one will mind. We really don't need to fight everyone, but I'll fight another dude.
Let us begin.
I cut my hair. Yeah, I did. It's really comfortable. It's really great for the summer.
What next?
Wow, her commands are like really different from how everyone else works. I'm surprised.
Thou didst fight as a coach.
Yeah, just murk everyone in the town, right? Yo, you can grind on your townsmen. It's like Final Fantasy II. Just smack your party members until you're strong. Let me do a safety save. Safety saves are like so much less necessary on the Switch. Because if the power goes out, who gives a fuck? Your console just goes to handheld mode. It never really occurred to me, but yeah, I guess that's a thing. Okay, let's see if we can get some better gear. Oh, she can equip axes too. Can she equip 2? Yeah, so she can equip axe and bow simultaneously. Nice. Let's get a better bow, because the axe is incredibly expensive. Equip. I love the instant equip. Oh wow, there's some really good bows in here too. Probably should have gone for the axe then, but whatever. And we're pretty good on healing items as well. Hey, Lunatic.
Leave it to me. Fortune smile.
Oh, we actually got to beat these guys up to continue this story. Let's go.
Standest thou against
Okay, in
me?
regular battles, she
Then
fights a
be
little more
hunted.
normally. It's just her duels that
What
she
next?
fights more with beast lore. Okay. I'm interested to see that once we get out of the town.
Let's begin. The hunt ends.
I like how you get bonuses if you're like untouched and you break enemies successfully and stuff like that. Just like XP boosts and
Now
shit.
then.
It's good.
So,
I should probably read this. But thou must be more cautious than ever, for thou now knowest just enough to get in thyself into trouble.
Oh.
I will. Thank thee, Hannet. This is pretty much how anyone learns anything, though. Like, your teacher just walks up to
Let
you.
us begin.
No, they glide over with a Shungo Kusatsu.
what next?
We just ended in the middle class. Fucking Miss Goldsman in my English class.
Come in, if thou darest.
Doing a full screen raw super. I couldn't dodge it. I didn't know how yet. I was still learning English. She was a master already. I died.
The hunt ends. Well,
Dost thou feel more attuned to thy surroundings?
Yep.
Yes, I feel much more able to at anticipating where swift quarry might dartest next.
excellent.
Very good, an important lesson that.
Hello there.
Wow, her voice. Her voice clip was great. Huntress Hannet. What is it?
Well.
The headman
really?
sent me to find thee. He said he must speaketh with thee right away.
Understood.
Then I will make haste. He is at home, I take it.
That's right.
Yes, follow me. An urgent hunt, mayhap.
Greetings.
Headman, you wish to see me? Yes, a request hath come in from the wow, what word is that? Demence? I'm not actually. Domain? That's domain! That's domain! In Old English. Jesus, of Lord Sieran. It would seem a beast hath strayed into his provincial forests,
I see.
and he will it gone? Just so, he asketh for our best hunter. And while Master Xanta is off on the hunt, that meaneth thee. Understood.
I'm asking ye.
Always remember, Hannet, since time immemorial, ours has been a village of great hunters and huntresses. Yes, far and wide beyond the edges of the Darkwood, our home. The bards sangeth of our exploits, and all the realm lauded fair Swarkey as the home of the true hunter. Is that not how it went?
Egad!
Oh, have I told it that many times? Long-winded tales, my dear. Are the vice of an old man, yes. As for the hunt, I am ready when needed.
Splendid!
Excellent. Lord Sieran's messenger awaiteth inside. He will telleth thee all thou needest to know.
I am ready.
I will speak to him at once.
I'm asking ye.
Hannet, prithee do not, Master Xanta, would thee not.
Fair befallen
Of course,
thee.
thank ye. It's kind of charming to read this Old English like this, though.
Well met.
Everyone else speaks normally in other towns and shit. Relatively normally, so. My apologies for the urgency of the matter, but monsters pay little heed to the convenience of men.
Nay.
I am here to serve. Telling me more about this beast. Your quarry is to be a fearsome beast that has wandered into the Whisperwood from the gods nowhere. A monster that hath strayed from its home.
Yes.
Aye, just this morning a merchant and an injured companion fetched up at our manor in frightful shape. As one man told it, the other was in no condition to speak. Their caravan had been waylaid by the beast, and they were the only survivors.
This bodeth ill.
How dost thou know when this creature was responsible?
Well, actually...
Lord Sierran's scholars were called upon to investigate the matter. From the merchant's testimony, they concluded the men were attacked by a savage beast known as Gisarma.
Truly?
I have heard of this creature. Its baleful roar would make it an unlikely fit for the tranquil Whisperwood. How is this in handheld mode versus TV mode? Which is better? It's pretty a-okay in both. I think the font size is a little small in handheld, but I still thought it was okay. His lordship is most anxious... yeah, I said that right. I don't know why I cut back. His lordship is most anxious to protect his subjects, needless to say. He seeks the help of the most capable hunter in this village, and so, in Master Xanta's absence, we turn to you. What say you, Hannet? Will you free our fair province of this unholy menace?
I am ready.
Tell him, thy lord, that I shan't fail him. Take care, Yush. Have a good evening. Indeed. There is a dignity about you that Master Xanta lacks, but I see you share his passion for your calling. I hope you will continue to inherit only his better qualities. Master is a fine teacher. He showeth by example both what a hunter oughteth and oughteth not to do. Ha 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 ha. Well said. It would seem we are in safe hands indeed. Yes, thou art. And so I must do my duty and hunt the beasts. Thine offer is a generous one, yet the path ahead is fraught with danger. How curious, Lind judgeth thee worthy. It is not often she warmeth to strangers. I shall accept in thine offer. Lend in me thy strength in battle. The monster hath been sighted in the Whisperwood. It is there that we must go. And then we have Hannet in the party as well. So, yeah, the only thing I think is Hannet comes in, of course, at like level 3. So she's a little behind. Damn, I could have bought her the better bow right out of the gates if I hadn't like spent up. Whatever, I'll buy her the good axe right now. It's a little better for Alphen too, but it's not totally worth it. And so now we can, of course, pickpocket the characters as well. See? So I have an 80% chance of getting this headgear without issue. Oh my god, he got me! He fucking caught me. So you have to fail stealing a couple times for like a penalty to happen, and then your reputation in the village gets spoiled. And I don't know exactly where that goes, but you obviously don't want that to happen. Also, look, you can't steal from downed people, which is a shame. I think there's a way to restore your reputation in each town, but I'm not 100% sure what it is. Let's just pocket everything. Most things are totally stealable, like no problem. Empty coin pouch, yeah, let's go. Fetches a modest price if sold. It's empty. Is the lady strong? Oh, that's just view. Oh, so you can just hit Y anywhere to examine the currently captured monsters. Oh, that's neat. No, she's not strong. Okay, let's head off to the, like, actual objective. We may stomp this place, by the way. Therion's a pretty high level right now. Like, he was my first party member, so he's, yeah, 7 levels ahead of Elfin. But even then, when he was solo, I found a Kate Sith somewhere in the wild. Or Ketshare, however the fuck you pronounce that. And when I killed it, I got, like, 7 levels, legit, on the spot. It was wild. And tons of money as well. This game is gorgeous. Yes,
Let's
it
see
is.
what you got.
I get that some people are a little turned off by it, but I really like how it looks. So, you can scroll through the different weapon types you have equipped. So, of course, for Hana, it's bow and axe. And then attack and shit. So, under each enemy, there's the word vulnerable, and there's 3 boxes for these enemies. Those are the things that they're vulnerable against, like weaknesses. So, it's a little like the press turn system from SMT, if you're familiar. And next to their vulnerable bits on the left, there's a shield with a number in it. That's the amount of times you need to hit them with a vulnerability in order to break them and make them lose their next turn. They also take a lot of extra damage once they've lost their next turn. So I should start checking who's weak to bows. The Marmot is, so there you go. However, I'm not going to go right in on the Marmot. I'm going to stun the Mossy Meat so it can't attack me during its next turn.
Here goes nothing.
And then hopefully I can kill the Mossy Meat with Alpha. Yeah, there we go.
What next?
So, okay, Beast Lore lets you summon or capture a monster, and then we got Hunter skills as well. Okay, I'm not going to use Hunter skills, so Beast Lore, so capture 100% on the Marmot. I wonder if you still have, like, high capture chances when they're undamaged.
I honor thee, my quarry.
That's pretty sick, actually, that she can capture like that. Yeah, Blind Strider puts it well in the chat. He says it's like a mix of the press turn system and the Brave Point system of Bravely Default. That's an accurate way to put it, I think. What would you recommend to get first, Xenoblade 2 or this? I would say play the demo for this, and that'll tell you everything, right? If you do enjoy this, then just hop right in. But if you don't, then get Xenoblade. I actually just finished Xenoblade this morning.
Here we go.
That game was alright. It was good, but it was way too long. And I don't mean like the story was too long, I mean like it wastes your time all over the fucking place. Where you're just like, oh my god, I want to get to the next thing, and everything takes way too long to do. I think I beat it with about 80 hours of playtime. It was worth it, it was fun, but...
Don't start things you can't finish.
Yeah, Xenoblade Chronicles 2, that is, yeah. A lot of the side quests as well. Like, you'll like finish what you think is the objective in the side quest, and then it'll be like, nah, you got 4 more steps to finishing this side quest. It's ridiculous in Xenoblade 2. And there's a lot of
better things to do.
There are a lot of like mini bosses in Xenoblade 2 all over the place. Oh yeah, so 0% chance of success right now that they're like undamaged. There are a lot of mini bosses in Xenoblade Chronicles 2, and like you might come up to one and you're like level 60 and it's like level 50, and you'll be like, yeah, I can take this enemy, and you'll start fighting it, and it'll get halfway through its health bar and get enraged, and then it'll become twice as powerful and just kill you instantly, and you'll be like, oh great,
My turn.
I'm glad the levels mean nothing. Okay, I'm gonna capture this.
What next?
Yeah, it doesn't take much to get it to 100%, at least for the easy stuff.
Thou didst fight with courage.
But yeah, for Xenoblade, like, I burnt out hard. I played like 50-something hours of it in like the first month or so it came out, and then I just dropped off, stopped playing completely at like chapter 6. And then last month I was like, oh shit, Octopath Traveler's coming out, I should really finish
Let
it.
us begin.
It did. But boy did it take some work. The ending was... it was nice.
My turn.
It wasn't like... It didn't like blow my mind or anything, but it was nice. A lot of cool
All right.
sequences in that game for sure. The cut, there's like fucking 14 or 15 hours of cutscenes in Xenoblade Chronicles 2. It's absurd. I think the final cutscene had to have been like half an hour long. It was ridiculous.
Don't start things you can't finish.
But boy, when you get to the money cutscenes, where the good music kicks in, holy shit, the animation quality is ridiculous. There are some real lookers. So the really well animated cutscenes, they could like fucking sell those as a show and I'd watch it because they look amazing. They're so well choreographed and everything. All the low budget cutscenes are exactly what you'd expect, you know, like open world RPG characters standing and staring at each other. There's a cutscene in the final chapter of the game. I swear to God, it's like the full party. It was like almost 10 characters at the end of the game, and one dude sitting over here in the middle of the room, and they stand still for like 20 minutes during this fucking cutscene, just talking about history. It's wild. But then you get to the money cutscene later, and you're like, oh my God, I would pay again for this level of quality. It's ridiculous. Favorite character in Xenoblade Chronicles 2? Probably Morag. I love Morag. It slew with these men and beasts for no reason, other than its fearsome show of its dreadful power. Xenoblade 2 be better as an anime? Oh, I mean, it would be shorter as an anime, and that's a plus.
This bodeth ill.
I see thou tremblest, little one. Thine heart is filled with fear. Thou witnessedst what the beast did. It madeth thee bear witness. Patience, I shall return and attend Fallen. Also, Xenoblade 2's soundtrack is fucking off the hook. It's so good. But first, they shall and be avenged. I need to download the More Ardain song for the stream.
If thou wilt.
I need that. Wilt thou protect them, friend, until my return?
Thou hast my thanks.
Thank thee. I shall return anon. To Eaton, to Ben Eaton, this is the fate and the privilege of any beast of the forest. A life for a life, so it hath been since the dawn of time.
Unacceptable.
But to slay and for sport, for pleasure or greed, is to betray in the law of nature. Each time a creature taketh more than it needeth, a part of the forest dieth. I hunt not merely to keep in Lord Sieran's people safe. I hunt to save in the forest itself. Yeah, I was also thinking rules of nature when she said that. It's the only way to take that. Can I pickpocket the wolf? Can I provoke the wolf? Because boy, you kill a lot of animals in the early game. Oh yeah, the regular healing items, great, by the way. Regular revival item is an olive.
Now, letting us hunting.
Which is cute.
Out of my
Then she
way.
even said, now letting us hunting. So now we got like fresh enemies, so we gotta actually figure out what their weak... Well, there we go. Obviously, I still gotta like hit them with other stuff and experiment and shit, but...
Here we go.
There we go, axe on that guy.
My turn.
Bring it on.
Come in.
Okay, so
if
he
thou
got like
darest.
2 weak attacks in. Is that enough to get him to like 100? Wow, okay, yeah. You don't need to do much. Just breaking them seems to put them in position.
I honor thee, my quarry.
Do they speak in antiquated Japanese as well? I actually have no idea how they speak in the Japanese version. Probably? Like, I would think they speak some sort of that. Else, why would they localize it this way?
I'll make this quick.
Yeah.
In the hunt.
Shout
begin.
Scion says, I kind of like the idea that Hannah is just very quickly eating all the animals she hunts just to make her creed legit. Like, every one of these guys is going straight into her gob.
Out of my way.
Here goes nothing.
My turn.
Here we go.
Who
That's
localized
what I'm
Octopath?
talking about.
I think it was internal Square Enix. just like Bravely, just like everything they do. It wasn't like 8 to 4 or anything. I always say 8 to 4. 8-4. It wasn't 8-4. That's for sure.
You won't feel a thing. Here we go.
So yeah, he's got Concoct, and you can like spend items you've picked up to make a variety of essences. Right now I don't know what most of them do, so I just get question marks. But here, let me just do one and we'll see. So Addleward. This doesn't sound good. It sounds like it'll confuse my party. No, in fact it heals them tremendously. Anyway, he's got all these great things he can make. We've of course got thief skills with him, which doesn't actually just include steal. It's like there's offensive shit in here. There's a lot. Oh yeah, I gotta show off how the skills work after as well. Wow, this list can get long, I imagine. Wait, do I have 14 marmots? Is that right? Let's see. Oh, he's weak to sword too. Cool.
My turn.
What next?
Did that only cost 1 marmot? Holy shit. You get a lot from capturing monsters.
Thou didst fight with courage.
Am I enjoying it so far? Yeah. I mean, I've only played this 20 minutes now since the demo, but I really liked my couple of hours with the latest demo. For anyone who still isn't up and up on that, there's a newer Octopath Traveler demo that came out a few weeks ago. That basically, it gives you, I think, 3 hours to play, and you get access to all the characters' prologues and Chapter 1. So you get a lot of playtime. And I really liked that demo. Like, I played it right to the limit, basically.
Here goes nothing.
Letting my arrow fly and true.
Out of my
I love how
way.
the enemies just turn into dust when you kill them. It's really satisfying.
Don't
the
start
effect.
things you can't.
I mean, the fucking effects in this game are just off the hook. That's what really makes everything pop, right? I mean, like, the lighting does a good deal of it, but the effects are carrying pretty hard, too.
This is the beginning of your end.
What next?
Yeah, I saw, Lunatic brings up, in Japan, Square put out an apology on Twitter, because
Out of my way.
the game is, like, more or less sold out everywhere. Well, I shouldn't say everywhere, but at enough stores in Japan that it's, like, causing people to wonder. They put out an apology, and they were just like, hey, sorry, we undershipped. It is available digitally if you want, but I guess that's a good problem to have, though, right?
Letting my arrow fly and true.
My turn.
No, we're not actually playing the demo, Ryan Raltz, but I guess technically if you downloaded the demo, you could
Where's
play
the
this
nearest
portion of the
tavern?
game, yeah. Oh shit, I just came that way.
Now, letting us hunt him.
Is the thief saying fuck? No, but let's go with yes.
Letting my arrow fly and true.
Yeah, are these guys weak to bow? Probably not. Yes, they are. Okay, great.
Here we go.
Yeah, he's got ice as well, so I should check if they're weak to that. Nope.
My turn.
Here goes nothing.
Missingst me. Letting my arrow fly and true.
Out of my
What was the reception to I Am Setsuna and Lost Sphere?
Where's the nearest
I
tavern?
Am Setsuna, I think the general sentiment was kind of lukewarm, where the game's neat, but it's not really a patch on Chrono Trigger. which of course is like the type of gameplay it's trying to emulate. I think generally everyone thought it was good, just not particularly thrilling or anything.
What next?
Oh, you know what? That's true. SKM points out that Haned's cat hits polearm and sword. Actually, that's really fucking good. Yeah. Holy crap. Simultaneously? Like, that's really powerful. That means she covers 4 elements at once. Holy crap. Anyhow, Setsuna, everyone was just kind of like, eh.
Bring it on!
You know, not blowing us away. Lost Sphere, all I heard about that one was like, it's just more Setsuna. Granted, it's, you know, different. It is an original title that is not Setsuna 2, but it didn't, if you weren't thrilled by Setsuna, you're not going to be thrilled by Lost Sphere.
Bring it on!
I played most of the way through I Am Setsuna, and I enjoyed it. It's fine, but I definitely echo the sentiment that it's really not particularly special. A lot of people don't like the soundtrack in Setsuna as well. The entire soundtrack is piano, and strictly piano. Some people felt like that was too little, and they felt like the game's audio kind of had a boring feel because it was only piano the whole way through. I thought it was really nice, and it's kind of got its own identity. It doesn't really feel like anything else, but I get that. Lost Sphere did away with that, though, so... you know what? We are super good on healing items, so fuck that.
Not acceptable.
Thou scarest me not, beast. I like that tongue click there. Is it not so, thou wert driven from thine home? Bested by a beast more powerful, thou fledst and foundest thyself here?
I see.
I understand thy pain all too well. But to turn in thy grief and anger against innocent creatures, that is a sin of men. It was thy duty to adapt into the forest to letten it find in a place for you. Instead, thou wouldst rip out its heart and claim it as thine own. This cannot be forgiven. All the boss sprites are beautiful, by the way. They look great. Thou hast trespassed, beast. And in the name of the forest, I visit judgment upon thee. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, Rabura, I've been exploring the map as much as I can whenever I'm out there, so no worries. I got you there. Okay, we gotta find some weaknesses on this dude. Oh shit.
What next?
Oh my god, we still haven't hit a weakness.
Out of my way.
Fire? No, shit, even so.
Come in, if thou darest.
Bow. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Concoct. Soothing Dust. Let's go with Essence of Grape.
Try this.
Wow, that is so good.
Letting the hunt begin.
Yeah, let's get the bow going. Split them wide open. You have, what else do you have? Oh yeah, okay, you know what? We got some debuffs on him. Let's go Shackle. Let's lower his attack.
Here we go.
What do you got? Oh yeah, Ice Skull. Is that? Nice, okay, that's good too.
Come in, if thou
Now I can
darest.
break him this turn. No, you know what? I'm gonna defend and I'm gonna go in for a big attack on the next turn. I'm gonna go Thief Skills, Armor Corrosive, so I'm gonna lower his defense. Oh, you know what? Yeah, okay. I was gonna say, that skill's gonna break him. Shit, okay, well, whatever. We're just going in for a big attack right now, then. Shit, I wish I hadn't passed her turn. But she'll have a lot of bow swings, at least. Or a couple.
Coming, if thou.
Beast lore. Summon beast. So he's weak to sword as well. So let's go with Forest Fox. Yeah, big damage.
Let's do this.
Is that a thief skill with sword? I don't know how long he'll last since we have 3 characters already. But hey. Oh, he's lasting.
Letting my arrow fly and true.
Here goes nothing. Cool off.
I love how you said cool off. It's good. That is an all-purpose good joke for ice attacks. Appears ready to respond to any attack. Okay, well, let's just not.
No, you don't.
Let's
Here
just
we
not
go.
then. Oh yeah, so we have first aid as well, which is like a single target heal. How much does that heal? Let's go for that.
That'll do her.
Good amount. Looks like that was 60% of his life about.
Letting the hunt begin.
I'm thinking I should keep defending because he didn't do
Out of my
anything
way.
different. Oh yeah,
don't.
by the way, you can see the turn queue at the top, which is super, super handy. And you can see when you do a command, exactly where it's going to plop your character. So you see at the very top, there's a little blue diamond with Alphen in it. That's where he'll move on the turn queue. Okay, cool. So you're probably... Oh, now he's preparing to pounce. Okay.
Here goes nothing.
Well, shit. Probably should have been going in on that turn then. Oh well, whatever, it's fine.
No, you don't.
Coming, if thou darest.
Wow, Hannah just fucking ate that. That's okay. Good thing we're not a single character, because we could have been.
Here.
All right. Let's get down. Cool off.
Okay, yeah, there. He missed his chance to counterattack. It only just happened right there.
Do this. You gads. Try this.
Coming, if thou darest.
So I can go Hunter skills. Attack random foe 5 to 8 times with a bow, or deal critical damage to a single foe with 4 attack.
Aim and carefully, shoot true.
Didn't even do that much. The level gap is really showing
Beginning.
where like Therion's doing massive damage.
Rain and arrows up on.
Oh yeah, that was not worth it. Yeah, I agree. It definitely seems like breaking the boss is better than blocking in most scenarios, because it just stops them dead in their tracks.
Cool off.
Coming, if thou darest.
My turn.
All right. Here we go.
Coming,
I want to keep his
if
last
thou
bit of MP.
darest.
Will Rain of Arrows, will each one of those hit? Oh my god. Rain of Arrows can just break him instantly if you get lucky. I was sleeping on that the whole battle.
My turn.
Letting my arrow fly and
Bring it on.
You know, fuck it, let's just cast.
Cool off.
Oh my god, it misses so much though.
All right. Try this. Whoa. Here we go. Whoa.
Let's reduce his physical attack.
Letting the hunt begin.
Out of my way.
Coming, if thou darest.
Jesus, this guy's no joke though. He's got a lot of life. Capture. Yeah, untamable. That's right.
Bring it on. Try this.
Someone just mentioned that in chat. I appreciate it.
Over here.
All right. Try this.
Yeah, you know what? It's fucking true. I should steal from him.
What's yours is mine.
Healing Grape Bunch. Hey, that's good.
Letting the hunt begin.
5 hits. Okay, that's pretty solid. Okay, I'm gonna try to break him, even though it's... He's got his thing. Nope, still went right through.
Coming,
Nice.
if thou darest.
Here goes nothing. Let's get down to work. Cool off.
Out of my way. Try that.
Letting the hunt begin.
Is Therion's in-battle gimmick just getting a free in-between attack when he does status moves? So that's actually an ability. I'll check out the abilities screen after so you can see. That's a passive ability that I got on him, because you get to like choose your passive abilities, where if he successfully does one of his skills, he can sometimes get an extra attack. It's really cool, actually. It's a good ability.
Here goes nothing.
Okay, I really need this guy to die.
Letting the hunt begin.
Oh my god. Rabra in the chat says, someone managed to capture a Kate Sith yesterday. That was the enemy I mentioned earlier that gave me like 7 levels when I killed him. Apparently it has like a 3% chance of capture in the most optimal conditions. It casts 9 turns of every buff in the game on your whole party when you use it. That's fucking wild, dude. That's a really cool ability, though.
Raining arrows up on them.
Oof, that was rough. Let's reduce that physical strength.
Bring it on. Try this. Bring it on. Whoa.
I see.
Coming, if thou darest. Raining arrows up on them.
Oh, phew, there we go. Got him.
The hunt ends.
Boy, he sure had a lot of life. I guess the amount of life probably like scales depending on how many characters you have. Because beating that alone with Hannet seems absurd, unless there's a trick to it.
for it will feeden others. Thou art of the forest now, and in the forest, naught is lost.
Is there a scanline filter in the settings? No, I don't believe so. I think the only visual option really is to turn off vignetting. People are confirming in the chat, yes, they do scale, so.
Come in, my friends. This life belongeth to all.
Eat.
The animals that eateth the grass becometh food for the animals that eateth meat. The eaters of meat in their turn feedeth those yet stronger. And when the strongest of all dieth, his life is returned to the forest. His flesh feedeth the soil, the grass. His blood becometh sap, his bones wood. He becometh the food of the plant eaters, and the circle beginneth once more.
Don't eat that. That's the poisonous
Lives
thing in the world. You literally
Attacks
could not
woven
get more
in each
poisoned.
Every thread a part of the whole.
You're not wrong. But no, probably eat everything you kill, because you got to keep up the Hunter's Creed. That's it. Azido. Listen, Hannah. Being a hunter means taking lives, but we do it so we might live. Never forgetting it is thy sacred duty to live on, live
To
on.
survival, and honoring those felled by thine own arrows. As long as he speaketh only of hunting, he is the wisest of men. If only that were all he cared about. The hunt is over. Now it is time to tend to the fallen.
Good day.
Well,
Yes.
Took the liberty of digging them while I waited for your return.
thou hast my thanks.
Thank thee, but I have a request. Leaving the beasts be, letting the forest reclaimeth them. That is the way of the wood.
But of course.
As you wish, my lady. Yeah, I would provoke him if I could, but he might be unprovocable. If he doesn't actually appear in an area. Hagen, thou returnst to us. Ode, where is master? Hath something befallen him? He is confused and frightened. Thou didst run here, didst thou not? And alone, doth master needeth my help? Dog sounds.
Just so.
It's alright, easy boy, easy. You need to soften them up so you can punch them in the throat for a proper knockout. There now, that's a good boy. Master's in trouble, that much is clear. I must hasten to his side, if anything were to happen to him.
The hunt is on.
Hagen, canst thou guide me to master? Whatever hath befallen him, we shall save him, thou and I. Safety saves all day. So yeah, let me hop into the menus so you guys can see a little bit more of what's going on. So if I go to the journal, you can see every character here. And I believe this flag lowers the further you get into their story, but I'm not entirely sure, as I've only done, chapter 1s right now. And you can review any of the cutscenes from here. As you can see, there's quite a few per character in their chapter 1. I like the little idle animations they have here. They're cute. It's nice. If we head into skill, I still have a question mark here. Oh, this is probably jobs, because there's like a whole job system. You can like change characters' jobs, which changes their appearance and shit. If you go into skills, you can learn skills for each of your characters. So it's actually a really, really neat system. I'll skip over to Hanet, because she has new stuff. So you've got 138 JP for her right now. And the cost to learn the next skill is 30, and that increases every time you learn a skill. And then on the bottom, you see there's support skills. Those ones unlock automatically after you've gotten a certain amount of regular skills. So let me pick out 2 good ones here. Cause a single foe to act at the end of the turn for 2 turns. Deal heavy lightning damage to a single foe. Attack a foe with a bow, otherwise lethal attacks will instead leave the target with 1 HP. Attacks all foes 5 to 8 times with a bow. Jesus. Take aim. Increase all allies' crit rate and accuracy. I'm going to get the attack all foes 5 to 8 times with a bow, because anyone who's weak to bow... Fuck random foes 5 to 8 times with a bow. All foes 5 to 8 times with a bow. That's some fucking nonsense. And let's get Thunderbird, because lightning seems useful. So now I'm going to unlock a support skill for her. So I got heightened senses. And then I can hop over to support skills. And give her that. Gain an increased chance of attacking first in battle. Great. Fantastic. So the reason this is intricate, obviously if I go to my learn skills, you can see there's only 4 support skills there. It's 4 support skills per class. So in theory, you can have a huge amount of support skills to pick from, similar to like Bravely Default. So, Alphen, also, I didn't actually get any other skills with him. Rehabilitate, just cure status ailments, and render them immune to status ailments for 2 turns. It's great. Amputation, axe attack, single foe, poison a foe, revive an ally, attack all foes with an axe, dealing damage inversely proportional to your current HP. That's rad. That attack has so much flavor. I gotta get that. And I unlocked Inspiration for him, which is, with each successful standard attack, gain SP equal to 1% of the damage deal. That's great. That's actually really useful for him. In the long run, that's going to be really good. So yeah, he has Incidental Attack, which is when using non-damaging skill on a foe, there's a 50% chance you will attack as well, which is super dope. And he actually has enough JP to get something else. HP Thief, steal HP equivalent to half the damage dealt with 2 dagger attacks. Attack, this one's SP Thief, Share SP. Oh yeah, you know what, I'm gonna get Share SP, because he tends to have a lot of SP, so I think I can give that around a little bit. So we just got Fleetfoot, which is, increases the equipping character's speed by 50. Right now, that's huge. That's like an entire 25% of his speed right there. This dude, he has a belt on, by the way, like an accessory belt, that just increases his physical attack by 50. Which is gross at this point in the game, because he has 169 special attack. It's ridiculous. I want to see Hanet's art as well. Oh, it's so nice. Fucking look at that. It's so good. Oh, if you fail at provoking, your reputation in town will suffer. Huh, okay. I suppose that's a penalty for a bunch of those. Oh, yeah, and there's a healing screen. This is pretty rad as a thing to have in RPGs. Some RPGs have like equivalent systems. Basically, it just pops up all the characters that have healing spells right there, and you can just cast healing quickly on your characters. It's really dope. I really, really dig that a lot. The world map also is rather large. We looked at it before a little bit, but like it extends pretty far to the west and the east, a little bit to the south, but the north really has like quite a bit. And you can kind of see that the clouds over the continents are a little jittery, so you can kind of make out where area lines are before getting there, because it's a little imperfect the way they scale and move around. But hey, there's clearly a lot of environment to do. In the very first demo, Ulbrich and Primrose, it was these 2 areas right here, just this little slice of world, which is barely anything, honestly. Oh yeah, someone wanted to see the options. Settings. Voices, message speed, HD rumble on. Remember battle cursor position. Corner shadows. This is the vignette effect. Probably not going to be a super noticeable change, but apparently the vignette is gone. It still feels like there's a vignette around the edge of the screen. I feel like I'm crazy. I feel like it's still there. Oh no, now it's much darker. Holy shit. That was actually a huge change. I think I'm gonna actually keep those off. I think I'm like super down with the vignette being gone. Brightens it up a little bit. I dig that. Oh, it's like worthless though. I'll just hang on to everything for now. No rush to sell shit. We're doing alright on gear. Oh, jeez. Yeah, and so, Alphen, or whatever his name is, his thing is to inquire. So you get information from the characters. I forgot I should be doing this with every character. So you learn about the character themselves, and you also get the bottom bit, which is information gleaned. That's the important bit. So here it was a hidden item. So what that'll do is somewhere in the town now, there will be a sparkle somewhere on the ground. Let me just inquire with other people, and we'll probably see a bunch of sparkles around at some point. And every character has like a little backstory like that. No, I'm not going to take the time to read them right now. But they all have a little, you know, talk about what's up. Inquire. Information gleaned. Provoke like a pro. You'll always gain initiative when you provoke the residents of this town. Like, passive buff for the area. That's great. Discount at the inn. Look at that. It's just fucking worth it. The item is on your radar. Oh, the item is on your radar as an exclamation point. I actually didn't realize that. That's cool. Oh, jeez. Whoa! Man, he's really getting away with, like, saving those 80%. Hidden item. Yes, there's a little sparkle on the ground here now. Oh, he actually doesn't have an inquire. Or maybe we already did it. Oh, you must be level 12 or higher to inquire something of this person. Huh, it's the first time I run into that. Do things you do in a town as one character influence that town as a different character? I don't believe that they work exactly like that. Everything's kind of passive and shared across all the characters. So you can go to the tavern and restore your reputation. Oh, so I'm still unblemished. So I guess until I fuck it up, I don't have to worry about that. And you can also, yeah, hear a tale, which is like to go back and like hear their old shit, but we're currently on a quest right now. So you know what, let me just fucking go at it. Spend my reputation. 55%, let's go. Nice, nailed it. Fucking loser old man. So that was actually a really, I think that was a good bow. Arcane bow. Yeah, that is great. Accuracy goes down a little, but eh. When did aiming ever matter for archery? Price says, like, for example, if you stole something from a villager, you could get a quest as another character to get them a replacement. No, yeah, that as far as I know, that's not a situation that would happen in this game. Because you always travel as a party, so.
Hagen here cameth seeking my help.
Excuse me.
In his letter, he said he was bound for Stonegard. We shall begin our search there.
I pray it is no more serious than an ill-founded wager that left him unable to payeth his innkeeper. For a Hagen to cometh all this way alone, I cannot help but fear the worst. Prithee, take us care.
We will.
And Dawn, nothing foolish. Dawn as Zonta saith, child, not as he would doeth.
Thank ye, Chief. Fearing not for us. We shall be back before the next moon, with Master at our side.
Quick as that. It's gonna be no problem.
Stayest
It's not
safe,
gonna be an
Master.
80-hour JRPG. And so did the huntress Hannet set out on her journey, her master having vanished hunting the baleful Redeye. It now fell to her to find him and bring him home. What fate awaits her on the road ahead, only the gods can say. Yeah, okay, so now we're like between chapters basically, where we don't have an active one. So if I hop back to the tavern, I might be able to show you how that one menu worked. Those guys have side quests, by the way, those little red pop-ups, now that we've like advanced the story in the town. So if I hit Hear a Tale... Oh, clearly I don't know exactly how this works. Oh, I see. Adventures in Swar Key. So it would probably be any chapter that is possible to do in Swar Key. I clearly don't understand fully how this works. See, and now the characters have a bunch of different stuff going on too. Yeah, I had meant to put up a schedule the other day, Wannabe Reviewer, but I didn't, evidently. And I think I'm going to wait until life kind of normalizes and I don't feel like crazy emotional all the time. Once I at least start streaming regularly again, then I think it'll be good to start thinking about that. 3%. Fuck that. Just for a regular healing item? I'm not going to risk it. Byron family lineage. What's that one? So, like, that'll be good for, like, a side quest or something. I've had that happen before, actually. So this dude will have a side quest. In faith, I've been apprenticed long enough. It's high time I took the hunter's rights. But a man's not a hunter true unless he's bagged a giant boar. Yeah, truth be told, I don't see myself doing that too soon. Okay, so what do you want? So I guess I have to bag him a giant boar? That's probably exactly what it is. I fought giant boars earlier in the game, so I need to just remember where those are and go back and snatch one and I guess give it to him, I suppose. I love how quest givers are totally robbable as well. I'm longing to visit my husband. He's working in Boulder Fall. But the way there passes through dangerous woods and I daren't go alone. If only I could find a kind soul to escort me there. That's me. My name's Ashlan. I heard a rumor of a monster tamer who lives in this village. Pray tell, have you heard such a tale? Oh yeah, Tale of the Beast Tamer, which I got from somewhere else. Someone else. Oh. You'll tell me about the monster tamer? Why, thank you, good traveler. On rare occasions, people with the power to commune with beasts are born to the people of the Dark Wood. These monster tamers learn from older masters how to bend beasts to their will. Commune with beasts? Nay, that does not sound like father. The neighboring tribe, the people of the Greenwood, also had monster tamers in their midst. The people of Greenwood? Yet tragically, they sought to use forbidden magic and lost their minds to monsters, turning on the very people they meant to protect. Crivens, that's it! Beg your pardon for the outburst. Truth be told, I am searching for my long-lost father. He was suddenly taken by a furious frenzy, as if possessed. I saw it myself, even as it happened. A giant serpent coiled around his shadow. In the next instant, my father was gone. Before he lost his wits, my father would tell all and sundry that he was a descendant of monster tamers. I believe now that he resurrected their forbidden magic. According to legend, the Greenwood tribe was defeated and driven away by the people of Darkwood. So dangerous was the magic that they dared to dabble in. God's a mercy to you. I am one step closer to finding my father. If my father is indeed under the thrall of some beast, then I have no choice but to slay his captor. My journey to save my father must continue. Perhaps in our wanderings we shall meet again. But for now, fare thee well. Yeah, we did it. We got a slippery nut. Thanks for the slippery nut, I suppose. Okay, so where am I headed off to now? We got options. I guess Flamesgrace seems... I mean, it's the closest one, so may as well. Also, where's... Her next one's in Stoneguard, all the way down south, yeah. Yeah, so they're, like, intentionally really far away from each other. So Therion's Chapter 1 was here. His wasn't such a far distance. I mean, it's still across the continent, but... Not as far as, like, Alphins? God, what is his name? It is Alphen. Not as far as Alphins, which is, like, all the way across the world. And this one's... almost as far as that. Okay, so let's go to Flamesgrace. I guess the best way would be, yeah, follow the north road through the forest and around the mountain. There are save points everywhere in this game. It's wild. I feel like on almost every screen of the game, there's a save point, which, like, is a little excessive, but I guess it's handy to be able to save frequently.
What next?
My turn.
Bring it on!
Oh, you know what? I actually remember that thing about nuts from the demo, Invader Kaz. Invader Kaz points out that nuts are permanent stat boosts. And I remember laughing about that with my girlfriend in the demo, but I had forgotten it. You're right, I should use those right away.
All right.
Out of my way.
Yeah, as far as I can see, Pariah, the world is kind of like these little...
That's what I'm talking about.
Somewhat linear areas linking towns, basically. I like, as far as I can see, there's no Hyrule Field area. I mean, there might be, but I haven't gotten to one yet. So for Provoke, do you fight with only her even when you have a party?
Now, let us hunt him.
Yeah, pretty much.
Let the hunt begin.
I like his little roar sound that Lynn makes. It's cute.
What next?
I dig these Beasterizer quests. I imagine some of these are going to be really hard, where you've got to have, like, certain animals queued up and shit. Not to mention just being leveled high and stuff. Yeah, so Ulmerich, one of the other characters, has a similar one that I think is called Duel and not Provoke. And it's a one-on-one fight with Ulmerich, but, like, you have your full commands and shit. Those two are a little more similar than I thought any of the characters were, but hey. Wow, this area looks great. The depth of field in this area is really doing a good job, I gotta say. I want to point out, in case you haven't noticed this yet, this applies to like all the trees and greenery and stuff. If you look at this tree in the foreground, that's kind of in front of us to the right, like right here, it's nice how they're treated as like almost like fabrics, and there is a force being applied, like a wind on them. It gives them a really nice little sway that you wouldn't normally get out of pixel art in quite that way. Obviously the traditional thing is like just animate the sway in like a top-down 2D, I don't know, like Secret of Mana or whatever, if you even animate it at all. But in 3D, of course, that wouldn't really work so well, so it was nice that they went with like a proper 3D effect on it, to give them a little bit of life. Makes them feel less static. It's really nice. Northern Flamesgrace Wilds to Flamesgrace, Swar Key. Okay, cool. That's where we're going. And here's a cave. Okay, so there are some caves in this game that you'll just encounter right off the main path that will immediately kick your ass. Which is alright, but like, I've gotten some immediate deaths just by walking in the caves unprepared.
What next?
Bring it on!
Yeah, some of the grass has that, but it's more subtle than the trees.
Letting my arrow fly.
Here we go.
In fact, it might be all the grass. I'm not 100% sure though, but I did see some little bushes and shrubs in other areas.
Coming, if thou darest.
Here we go.
Hey, Takahata 101.
Try again.
How you doing? Okay, so I'm gonna save here at one of the billion save stations and pop into the cave and let's see. Let's see if we're at an appropriate level. We are probably not. Critical nut. Nut. Where the nut's at. All the way down. There we go. So tree nut is actually a use item, but slippery nut, so evasion and crit rate. Let's just drop them all on Therion. I don't know if that's smart, but whatever. I like Therion. I don't want to run too deep. You know, just in case I need to back out. Let's not save in here in case of danger. Dude, in the previous demo, oh my god, these guys look tough. I saved in a cave, and I was struggling to get back out the doors without dying. It was ridiculous. Okay, so we got a weakness. Oof.
Coming, if thou darest.
Oof.
Attack of arrows!
Here we go.
We're fucking dead.
Here we go.
Oh my god, it's so strong. It's really that thing. The knights aren't too bad, but they're sturdy though.
Here goes nothing.
Let's cast Icicle on the Ice Elemental. Yeah. It's gonna be easiest to die, because if we escaped, I'd have to like go back to the town to restore my life anyway. Good cave. Oh yeah, it's true. It fucking says the level in the bottom corner when you approach the area. Forgot about that. Okay, cool. I still have my nut.
You won't feel a thing.
My turn. Don't play.
Yeah, magic is still only one hit, even if you do like multiple. You try to do multiple attacks that turn. Are you weak to bow? Oh, you are. No, you're not.
Here goes nothing.
So there's a couple different ice lizard men. I've seen 3 different ice lizard men around here, and they all have like slightly different weaknesses and stuff. He's weak to axe at least? No, he's weak to totally different stuff. Knife, please? No.
Bring it on.
God, I don't fucking know. Icicle.
Cool off.
Take care, Shout.
Coming, if thou darest.
Enjoy your work. Oh my god, what are you weak to? Maybe lightning?
Letting the hunt begin.
There we go. Got something. It still takes 3 hits
Here
though.
goes nothing. That's what I'm talking about.
Oh yeah, Cyrus has an ability that randomly reveals a weakness on the first turn of battle. That's a dope ability. It seems like you'd fill out your enemy weaknesses really fast.
Now, letting us hunting.
My turn.
Okay, I need to try to capture some of these dudes as well.
Bring it on.
Oh my god, what was that debuff? Defense down, damn it. Yeah, wow, Linda's pretty strong when you're just trying to discover weaknesses and
Here
shit.
goes nothing. Cool off.
Is the party limit in this game 3 or 4? Yeah, it's 4. So you get half the game in there.
Coming, if thou darest.
Here goes nothing. Ha! Try again.
What are soul stones? Are those like instant casts? Oh my god, I totally missed it. Scroll, please. There we go. Oh yeah, okay, so they are instant casts. That's exactly it. Oh yeah, I have a bunch of accessories too I should put on her. Let's put up her evasion and defense. I have a stronger axe. I lose elemental attack, which is fine. But it occasionally decreases target's elemental attack. I see. Lower accuracy as well, but you know what? Worth it. Arcane bow is just good. Oh, fuck. I like backtracked super hard there.
Come on, I've got better things to do. My turn.
Okay, so we got snow foxes, or frost foxes, I guess. Actually, no, I'm incorrect. There is indeed a snow fox and a frost fox separately. They are 2 different enemies. Don't get it twisted.
Don't play.
Letting the hunt begin.
Ah, so that one has an ice attack. I see. Cool.
All right. Here goes nothing.
What next? What next?
My turn.
Bring it on.
Oh my god, I feel like I'm missing so many weapons. Like I can't find weaknesses on these snow dudes.
What next?
Bow, please? Okay, there we go. Dude, that's what I was looking for.
Don't start things you can't finish.
Yeah, the enemy idle animations aren't much, but like, I think it's reminiscent of the kind of thing that they're replicating, you know? Most enemies in like older RPGs didn't animate at all, honestly, so.
Don't blink.
Letting my arrow fly and true.
Here we go.
I want to try Alphen's Last Stand, which shouldn't be very strong right now because I've taken very little damage, but it will break the Ice Lizard Man at least.
This calls for sure.
Ah, I was hoping that would break it, but
Letting the hunt
it was kind of a blind attack.
Here we go.
Let's do it again.
This calls for sure. Ha! Try
Does something special happen when you find all the weaknesses? Not as far as I know. Just, you know all the weaknesses, which is a benefit in itself. It's its own reward, really, I suppose.
Now, letting us hunting. Letting the hunt begin.
When's Blaze Blue
Bring
Cross
it
Tag
on.
Battle? Never. I downloaded the demo for it. I really did not enjoy it very much. It's neat. I see what is cool about it. Don't like playing it at all, unfortunately. Which sucks, because I was kind of jonesing for a fighting game right when it came out, but the
Letting my arrow fly and true.
demo really turned me off. It was exactly what I didn't want.
All right. Here goes nothing.
Coming. I honor thee, my quarry.
I'm hoping I'm close enough to a town. Hey, I got the weed number. I did it. Hoping I'm close enough to a town that I don't have to use a healing item right now. Flamesgrace is right that way. Okay, how right that way? Like immediately? Like no random battles? Maybe? Fuck.
Now,
Okay, I just need to make it through this without him dying. bow is the way to go. I can break that enemy.
Over here!
What next? A torrent of arrows!
Jesus. You know what? That's a really good skill for early game right now.
Here goes
Because it just kind of decimates random battles. Granted, it costs like half her MP, but
Letting my arrow fly and trust.
that's fun as fuck.
I honor thee, my quarry.
A good day to you.
This is Flamesgrace, the very cradle of the Church of the Sacred Flame. Oops, I accidentally examined my monsters. A hidden item. I don't have herbs. Let me grab some of them. Since they're like status ailment healing, and they cost very little. Very, very little, actually. Any interest in Pocket Rumble? Matt bought it, so I was planning to play it at his place next time I go over, just to give it a look. I'm not like super, super interested though right now. I don't have time to put into a fighting game right now. So,
Hey,
hey! Just reach over the counter and steal right from the pocket. Gotta be a fucking amazing thief to pull that off. What a work. Killer bow. Yeah, okay, so we got some good shit here. Spirit sword. Oh, I want that. I like how there's like fairly strong gear in every town, which I guess is like balanced so you can go at them in whatever order. Oh shit, there's a path back here. I'm sure there's like a side quest or something that'll culminate up here in this secret area. Yo, that castle looks so good.
Hail.
Oh, it's the cathedral. Oh yeah, so here from the tavern. Oh no, I can't just jump to her quest either. I don't know what the tavern stuff does, which is fine. Okay, let me just hop into her quest then. I'm sure we'll learn enough about the town at that point. Liana, wait. I will perform the kindling in your stead. Her name is Ophilia, and she is a cleric. In her home of Flamesgrace, the great cathedral towers above all. Within its sheltering walls, she spends her days in service to the flame. She has been helping Liana, her dear friend and sister, prepare for the kindling, a holy pilgrimage carried out once every 20 years. Yeah, Edward, I may have turned off my minimap by mistake. Maybe. I forgot there even was one. But on the eve of Liana's departure, tragedy strikes, and Ophilia steels herself to set out on the pilgrimage, breaking the traditions of her faith in hopes of keeping her adopted family together. She will need brave allies on the path she has chosen. Yes. Yes. So I mentioned this earlier, but apparently you can just say no and just skip this prologue entirely.
Come in.
And just have the character start on their chapter 1, which, I don't know, seems like not what I want to do.
May the sacred flame light your path on this fine day. And may it ever shine its warmth upon you. said those words. And yet, they seem to take on a whole new meaning now. Each day is one day closer to my departure. Perhaps I'm more nervous than I thought I was. Liana? You needn't worry about me. I was born to make the pilgrimage. My father did the same 20 years ago. As his daughter, I cannot let him down. You really are incredible, Liana. I don't know how you do it. What? As the Archbishop's only true-born daughter, everyone always expects so much from you. And yet you never fail them. Each of your sermons is more inspiring than the last. And now, the pilgrimage. So much is placed on you alone. Don't be silly. I'm not alone. I have you, don't I? And everyone at the cathedral. Why, you're the one who helped me think of a topic for that last sermon, Ophilia. You even stayed up nights with me to draft it.
Did I get the special edition? No, I didn't bother.
A few pretty words. That's all
I mean, it's a nice box, but
I wish I could do something that would truly
I've stopped collecting nice boxes.
Oh, abandon such worries and come, my sister. Father is expecting us in the chapel.
Yeah, I love how interiors are handled too. I pointed it out earlier with buildings, but interiors have each room handled like the buildings in the town. In the beginning, the 13 gods created the land. They shaped the mountains, filled the seas, gave life to mighty trees and myriad beasts, and then they created men, who would become masters of the land. Yet one god, Galdera, was too greedy to part with his creations. And so the 12 deities of good were forced into a desperate struggle with the cruel Galdera, lord of the most infernal magics. In the end, the conflict was brought to a close by Aelfric, the Flamebringer, lord of all that is holy. Aelfric called astral fire down upon Galdera, sapping his strength, then sealed him away in the afterworld. A divine flame to chase the shadows. This is the sacred flame that shines down on the land of Orstera, bringing warmth and guidance to its people.
There you are, my girls.
Your Excellency, may the sacred flame ever light your path. Have you need of us here, Father?
I wish to see you, that is all. Do carry on with your duties.
As you wish, Your Excellency.
It is as if the two of you have become women grown in but the blink of an eye. How long has it been, Ophilia, since you came to us?
15 years, Your Excellency, or near enough so.
15 years. I suppose it is little wonder that you have grown so.
I was but an orphan, Your Excellency, starving and sickly. I would not have lived to see this day if you had not taken me in. I may not have said it enough growing up, but my heart is full of gratitude for all that you have given me.
No need for such words, my child. We all follow the path the flame illuminates for us.
I'm trying to feel like, is Joseph gonna be a good guy
really. We're
or
family.
bad guy? I kind of feel like he's gonna be good, but I kind of feel like I want him to be bad.
Why should you have to thank us for being with you? That's what family's for. Of course. You're right, Liana. And besides, Father may be a great archbishop in here, but we both know he's just an old layabout at home. Isn't that right, Father?
An old layabout? Oh, you wound me, Liana.
I know your duties at the cathedral keep you busy, Father, but honestly, you're no help at all when it comes to keeping a household running. Would it kill you to cook a meal or dust the bookshelves from time to time?
Oh my. When you put it that way, I suppose I am quite useless after all.
So even the great and beloved Archbishop falls short in the discerning eye of his daughter.
So it would seem, Ophilia. So it would seem. Now, are you prepared for your journey to the Cave of Origin?
But of course, Father. I am ready.
In the deepest recess of that cave is where you will find the first flame.
Yeah, I'm gonna stream Smash when it comes out. Shaner Vision, for sure. No doubt there. I really want to stream Icons, which just came out on Steam out of Alpha or whatever it was in. I haven't touched Icons yet. I don't know why, because I really want to play it, but for some reason I've just been cool to not touch it yet.
The time-honored rite held without
One day I'll stream
once
it.
every 20 years since the days of old. Your journey will not be an easy one. As soon as you step foot into the wilderness, you will be met with lawless villains and savage beasts. Yes, many a servant of the church has made this journey throughout our history. Some have never returned. But I know you can do this, my daughter. Everyone has put their faith in you.
You have my word, Father. I won't let anyone down. I will carry out the rite, just as you did 20 years before.
Very good, my child. Very good.
Oh yeah, he's a super good guy.
Are you all right, Your Excellency?
It's nothing to worry yourselves over. Just my ears announcing their advance.
Oh, you mustn't sound so gloomy, Your Excellency. There is still so much we would learn from you before we let you call yourself Archbishop Emeritus. Ophilia is right, Father. Like she always is. You should retire for the day and let your body recuperate. We can handle things from here. We will let the Pontiff know that you are resting in your chambers, sir.
When my two girls insist.
When are we getting a Fortnite stream? Right? Season 5 just came out, yo. I got my battle pass.
Today's service to you.
I'm not great though, like it would be a struggle.
Take care of everything, Your Excellency.
I've only won once.
I'll see Father back to his chamber.
I got 2 third places last night,
I will
which
see
was
to our
alright,
duties
but
here.
or 2 days ago rather, not last night.
Well then.
Child has arrived. He sounds so much older than he looks. How much walking and hiding in bushes is there in Fortnite? Depends on the match. Some matches, tons of walking. Some matches, 100% hiding in bushes. Let's try those tears. Why don't I help you look for your mother? Have I seen Reggie on the battle bus yet? Yo, Reggie's never played Fortnite. Can you really find her?
Of course.
Of course, my child. The sacred flame will show us the way. Though I should be preparing for the service. No. I simply cannot abandon this poor boy. If I hurry, I should still be able to finish everything in time. She has guide. Oh, so she can get people to follow. That's probably how you do those other side quests, where the lady wanted to get to a certain town and stuff. Okay. Nice. Can I take anyone? If I part ways, I guess I'll go back to his spawn? Yeah, okay. Okay, yeah, you can't take anyone. But you can probably take most characters. Because that seems to be how it works in this game.
Hello.
Yeah, I'd play Kirby Air Ride Battle Royale. Just a city trial with 100 players in it. I see, I need to tap out. But he has skills and, like, maybe battle abilities there? Cool, cool.
Well...
Yeah, what is the minimap button? Because sure, I must have closed that. It is R. R is the minimap button. Yeah, I don't know why I closed that. I must have closed it during the demo and forgotten about it.
Grand!
Mother! Young man! Oh!
Actually...
Thank you so much.
Truly?
Yeah, I'm not sure if I'm going to keep her in my party because Alphin's so darn good. But we'll see.
Thank you.
I see.
If I might.
Of course.
Cool, I think I'm going to wrap up after this cutscene. I just realized how late it was, and I'm supposed to be at my sister's rugby game tomorrow at 11 a.m., and it's like 1 in the morning, so I probably shouldn't push it.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't trust this guy.
No, no.
If the other guy in the church wasn't going to be the villain, it's definitely got to be this guy.
No.
Oh, excuse me.
It's a disaster!
Oh, shit. Did you do this?
How could...
Newcomer? Matthias, did you kill him?
No, no.
Forgive me. Your Excellency! Ophilia, please! Forgive me, Liana, but His Excellency...
What His Excellency needs most now is rest. Please try not to excite him.
Of course. Forgive me.
You doing okay, buddy?
Yes, Father?
The pilgrimage. The sacred flame.
Do not worry yourself, Father. I will perform the rite without fail, just as you taught me.
That is going to...
Father?
Wow, that was fast.
Worry not, Sister Liana.
Oh,
He's
okay.
only resting.
Whew. I was gonna say that was one of the fastest, like, introduction to coughing to death I've seen in an old man character. But no, he's good.
Sister Liana.
He's
Are you
still
not well?
super lively, super virile.
I'm fine. I think I just
He'll
need
be
some
good
fresh
for
air.
another 2 or 3 cutscenes. Does Ophilia not have magical healing powers? Why do those never work on diseases? Well, it's because we're in a cutscene.
I know she is trying to act strong before the others. I worry for her. I should be by her side at a time like this.
Okay, I will hire you. Okay, where'd that save point go? Oh, it's in the next screen, of course, yeah. Wow, look at this like miniature jail area. This snowy town is so nice. I'm really into the look of this place. Okay, cool. I'm gonna wrap up here for the evening. Sorry to cut this story down prematurely. But again, I really shouldn't push it because I gotta be places tomorrow. Thank you all for tuning in this evening. I hope you enjoyed some of this double feature of Skyrim, very special edition, and Octopath Traveler. Octopath Traveler, I gotta say, I'm happy with it. It seems really formulaic thus far. Like, you know exactly what you're you know exactly how everything's gonna come. Where it's like, hey, do long cutscene. Do relatively long gameplay sequence, long cutscene. Which I guess is just JRPG standard, so it's not too outstanding. But then, like, the environments also seem pretty... I don't want to say samey, but, like, the towns feel relatively interchangeable, with the exception of the flavor. Like, this town doesn't have blitzball, and this town doesn't have kart racing. They're all kind of the same, and all the paths between areas are kind of the same. You know, this is by Acquire Software, who, like, are, I mean, super talented, obviously, but, like, you know, they're not platinum, they're not, you know, From Software, they're not super renowned. So I gotta say, like, the writing right now is, I feel like, what's holding it up, and the, like, low-level gameplay ideas, because combat is fun. Doing just fighting shit is enjoyable in this game, and that's really nice. It feels very similar to Bravely Default, but faster, and that was a fun-ass combat system. So I'm really enjoying it thus far. Seems like it's going to be quite lengthy too, since I'm like 4 hours 43 in, and this is my 4th character of 8, chapter 1. So does it seem better than Bravely or I Am Setsuna and such? I don't know whether it's better than Bravely. Granted, Bravely, I hate what it does. I mean, I love what it goes for at the end of the game, but I hate actually playing what it goes for at the end of the game.
But I think it's a better game than like I Am Setsuna. I mean, if you love Chrono Trigger's gameplay, you might get more out of I Am Setsuna, but I prefer this to I Am Setsuna right now. So yeah. Anyway, thank you all for tuning in. Do really appreciate it. I'm gonna be on more this week with Prey. We're gonna keep playing Prey through to the end. I'm going really slow in Prey, I've realized. Someone kind of like told me about how many main missions there were and about how far I was into the game, and it kind of put into perspective how not far into the game I am. So I gotta put work in. Did I play / beat Bravely Second? No, I got to the bit in Bravely Default where the thing happens, and I played through one bit, and I lost interest and I stopped, and I never went for Bravely Second. I heard Bravely Second was a big improvement overall though, so I feel kind of bummed in that sense. But hey, it'd be nice if it would be cool if they ported Bravely and Bravely Second to like Switch or PS4 or something else, because I'd be super down to play Bravely Second still. So one day. Right now on RPG series I'm catching up on Yokai Watch. I just finished Yokai Watch the other week when I was coming back from New York. I bought Yokai Watch 2 Psychic Spectres, and I've been playing that. Yokai Watch is so fun. I really enjoy Yokai Watch. I would say for most people though, just skip to the second one. The first one feels really basic compared to the second one. The second one's just got so much more personality, and it kind of like soft reboots the story, even though it's the same characters in the same town. Like a lot of characters don't seem to remember each other and stuff, so I'd say just play the second game. And play Psychic Spectres. Don't play Bony Spirits or Fleshy Ghosts or whatever they're called. Just skip to Psychic Spectres, because it's the Pokemon Emerald of Yokai Watch 2. So, yeah. Shoutouts today and yesterday. Actually, it was a donation that came in yesterday. To the Pardak, CVP 5127, CC Maxwell, Hyen, Lovable Castale, J Kobe 34, Kai Dezez, Geography, Blind Strider, and Skinner McLean for their subscriptions. Shoutouts to Stovetopism for his donation. He wrote a really nice message that I will not read off because he asked that I not read it off. But thank you very much. It was super nice of you. Shoutouts to Zicky for his donation. He says, "This is for getting my name right that other time without me saying anything. You thought I forgot. I hope I got it right this time too. God, fuck, now I'm like on the spot, right?" Shoutouts also to Mr. Dante7 for his donation. He says, "I'm just getting over a 2+ week depressive episode. I got through with the help of your VODs and playing Danganronpa for the first time." Well, that's a good way to get over depression, playing Danganronpa for the first time. That really puts life into perspective, huh? Thank you all. Thank you for all the hours of entertainment, including introducing me to literal digital crack, Picross. Love you, man. Yeah, Picross is fucking addictive. And you're very welcome, and thank you. I totally get ya. Zicky in the chat says I did get the name right, so whew. Good. I'm glad. But I feel ya, like not to make this about me, but I also just came off like a 2-ish week depressive period. I'm sure you guys noticed that my channel was pretty much completely dead from E3 until the Bloodstained video went up, and that was rough. So I feel ya. It's tough when you get into those big slumps, and you just gotta do you and somehow find your own way out. Whether that's through other people or through yourself or whatever, it's hard. It's hard to figure yourself out like that when you're on the spot, and every day just gets you down so hard. But hey, I feel you. I'm glad you're bouncing back a little bit now. Digital crack does that. Yeah. Anyway, I'm super off for the evening. Thanks again for tuning in, everyone. Super appreciate it. Yeah, have a good one. Take care of yourselves. Sleep tight. Good night, and farewell. Goodbye.